Hi everyone, Dan Bressler here with the Autism Resource Center at Options and Advocacy for McHenry County, bringing you another quarantine tutorial. Before we get into it, I just want to make another plug. Please check out our survey. Let us know what you want to see future tutorials about. It's really helpful in guiding our choices for future videos. So that's at tinyurl.com/TTYEAML. I hope you'll check that out. So let's get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about behavioral momentum. And this is a pretty simple strategy for increasing direction following skills. And I think that you'll see that it's actually fairly intuitive. It makes a lot of sense. So what is behavioral momentum? This is basically just the idea that when someone has just followed several directions, they're more likely to follow the next direction. And sort of the easiest way to think about this and understand it is that we all remember playing Simon Says, and we all knew the trick that if you say, Simon says, clap your hands, Simon says, jump, Simon says, stomp your feet, Simon says, snap your fingers, you know that you've got them hooked. And the next time you say, clap your hands without saying Simon Says, you know that you're going to trick people. And that's because when somebody really gets in the groove of following your directions and doing what you say, they're more likely to follow your next direction. It really increases that probability that they're just going to do it without even thinking. So in order to use behavioral momentum, the first thing that we really need to do is figure out what our high P instructions are. And what high P instruction means is that it's a high probability instruction. It's very likely that the person that we're giving the instruction to is going to follow it. So usually high P instructions are just really easy things to do. So for some kids, it may be those motor instructions, that clap your hands, touch your nose, that sort of thing. You see that style of high P instruction a lot in ABA desk sessions. But it could also be, different things. Something as simple as, hey, sit down, stand up, what's your name? It really varies student or child to child. So I can't tell you exactly what the high P instructions for your child would be. But just the way to think about it is what's really easy for them to do, what directions do they follow really often, and just identify those and have that list in your head to use. So when we want to use behavioral momentum, here's sort of the steps that we're going to use. We're going to deliver 2, 3, up to 5 high P instructions, all right in a row, bang, bang, bang. And after each time the student follows or the child follows one of those high P instructions, we're going to reinforce it. How we reinforce it will vary child to child. We're going to make some future videos on some reinforcement basics, so we'll get more into detail about reinforcement in those videos. But it could be as simple as a verbal, nice job, way to go, great. It might be a high five. For some children, it may be something edible, a Skittle, something small that'll go really fast, because this is all about picking up speed and developing this momentum. So we don't want it to take a long time, but we do need to reinforce that direction following behavior that we're seeing when they follow that high P instruction. Okay, so deliver 3 to 5 high P instructions, reinforce each direction following behavior. So each time they follow that direction, we're going to reinforce that. And then right in that, just in the same way, like it's nothing new, we're going to deliver that more difficult instruction, deliver the more difficult task. So it may be, clap your hands, sit down, stand up, what's your name? Reinforce, reinforce, reinforce. Hey, do this first math problem. And so when they follow that direction, we're going to reinforce it, just like we were for the high P instructions. But here's the trick, and this is important. When we're reinforcing direction following behavior, we want to honor effort. So we're not talking about did they get the math problem right, or even did they totally finish the math problem. We might reinforce while they're still doing it. We might reinforce when we say do that math problem, they pick up their pencil, we might say, hey, awesome job getting started. Thanks for following directions. Let's keep going. We want to reinforce and honor a student's attempt to follow our direction. And that's how we increase direction following behavior. We can work in future videos about how we might work on improving math skills or increasing other academic skills. But right now we're really talking about how are we using behavioral momentum to increase direction following behavior regardless of what that direction is. And that is all about whether or not the child is making the effort to follow our direction. And it's our job to make sure that we're supporting them adequately. We're delivering directions that are realistic, that they're able to follow, and how we need to be supporting them appropriately to help them succeed, because experiencing success is a huge determining factor in future effort, future attempts, and future success. So that is all that we have on behavioral momentum today. I hope that that's helpful for you. I hope that you can start incorporating this principle as we start wrapping up our spring break week and transitioning into e-learning, home learning, whatever your school district is doing. Please do go to this survey, tinyurl.com/TTYEAML. Let us know what topics you would like future tutorials on, and we will do our best to bring those to you. So I hope you have a great day. I hope your stay-at-home time is going well and everyone's staying healthy, and we will see you next time.